Hey everybody, welcome to the Lunar Lowdown with me, Sally Nurney. This is the lowdown for the new moon of August 21st, 2017. This is a new moon in Sidereal Leo, and it's also a total solar eclipse. This is the first total solar eclipse visible in the United States since 1918, so it's much anticipated by many. As you might expect, there's a lot of metaphysical aspects to it too, and we'll get into those. When I dropped in with the star beings to find out what they wanted shared for this important celestial event, I sat in the shade of the eclipse, and when I looked up into the sky, I saw it was filled with this massive, benevolent lion. The sun and moon stand at 4 degrees of the lion for this new moon, together right in front of the heart of the lion, the sacred star of Regulus, one of the 4 royal stars of Persia. As I sat there, I was filled with the knowledge that we are protected and enclosed by this sacred heart, a heart that beats with devotion to this, the human experiment. We do best to join our hearts with the heart of this sacred lion and to love ourselves, as we have prepared ourselves to do during this past Cancer cycle, and to love our fellow humanity. If you're anything like me, perhaps you've been a little challenged to feel uplifted by who we are as a whole, humanity, I mean. Yet the star beings did a lot to point my awareness towards what's going to serve and how to uplift my own thinking. During this eclipse, we do our best to live up to emulate, to imitate what Rudolf Steiner called Christ consciousness that streams from this constellation and from this star. It is a holy, benevolent energy, like a knight in shining armor, King Arthur, Aslan the lion, a merciful, generous, powerful, masculine protector and benefactor. During this cycle, we benefit both from his patronage and from being a through point by which his energies can move into the greater sphere of the world around us. In other words, an eclipse is an opportunity to step up into solar consciousness, literally the sun, our source of life, both physically and metaphysically. It will be obscured for 2.5 minutes only. That's it. But what a challenge to step up and stand in for what it does. So during those brief 2.5 minutes of the eclipse and the following 2 weeks, heck, do this for the rest of your life, but definitely for the 2.5 minutes of this eclipse, shine out like a radiant sun that shines the heart of love, the heart of the lion, the heart of the zodiac, the heart that beats in devotion to this human experiment. Having Regulus wrapped up in all of this as one of the 4 great stars of Persia brings them into play. So not only have we got the heart of the lion, but we have the life and death stars of Taurus and Scorpio, and we have the angelic energies feeding us the elixir of evolution. It feels to me like the deck is stacked in support, but we have to play our part. I've already told you one way you're asked to participate, shining out like the heart of the zodiac. And that might seem challenging, but you might find this second part even more challenging. The star beings told me that during this eclipse, we are to rest and to give away to the lion our burdens of past trauma, suffering, and hurt. We give away to the lion that which has happened to us and that which we have perpetrated upon others. In other words, we are forgiven. Even if we cannot forgive ourselves, and we insist on holding on to our regrets and our self-recriminations, we are forgiven by the lion. Can you allow that? He sees our mistakes missteps and gross errors in the context of a much larger infinity. He sees them for what they are, traction upon our path of learning. And as challenging as some of this might sound, it's worth noting that at this point in the meditation, my star guide was relaxing, stretched out on a chaise lounge, fanning herself gently in the shade. We are forgiven by the lion. This was to indicate that it just doesn't have to actually be that much effort. I did take a moment to ask the lion about all the challenges that we are facing, and he pointed me back to this larger work and said, it is the density of the flesh that experiences these pains, but it is our souls that are everlasting. And this work at this solar eclipse is about that level of our being, our souls. Friends, I sincerely invite you into this practice for 2.5 minutes during the eclipse to shine out the radiant heart of the zodiac in the absence of the sun's light upon our earth for this short time. Be as this sun, and let this heart of Regulus accept the burdens of your pain, release all self-recrimination, and be forgiven. And let that be the food, the strength, the power to fuel your ability to shine out the same to others into a much greater infinity. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.